Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your favorite independent blog is gone. Your go-to open source tool has been restricted, and the internet you once knew, the wild, free, unfiltered network of voices, has been replaced with a polished, corporate-controlled feed. It sounds like dystopian fiction, but according to new reports and whispers from inside the tech industry, it might already be happening right now. Today, we're diving deep into the rumors of a secret agreement between AI giants, governments, and telecom providers, a deal that could silently strangle the open internet, giving control of what we see, read, and create to just a handful of powerful players. Setting the scene. The open internet has always been the digital Wild West. From forums and small blogs to independent creators and open source communities, it's been a place where anyone could speak, innovate, and challenge the status quo. But in the last few years, cracks have started to appear. Search results seem more filtered. Social platforms show fewer independent voices and more approved sources. Certain websites load slower or not at all. And the rise of AI-generated search results has quietly begun replacing organic content with curated summaries. Summaries that might leave out information someone doesn't want you to see. Some tech insiders claim this isn't just the natural evolution of the internet. They believe there's coordination happening. Coordination between big tech companies, AI developers, and even governments to decide what the internet should be and, more importantly, what it shouldn't. The rumor of the shadow deal. The term shadow deal began circulating in small cybersecurity and whistleblower circles earlier this year. The claim? In late 2024, several major AI firms, cloud service providers, and global telecom companies allegedly attended a series of closed-door meetings. The supposed goal: consolidate data flows through fewer points of control, establish content safety protocols that limit the visibility of certain information, create a unified backend that AI models, search engines, and news aggregators would all use. On paper, this might sound harmless, even protective. Who wouldn't want a safer, cleaner internet? But critics warn this could effectively lock out smaller, independent websites and silence non-mainstream perspectives. If every major platform uses the same AI-curated feed, what happens to voices that don't make the cut? And here's the kicker. Since the internet backbone is owned by a small number of telecom providers, if they sign on to this deal, your ability to even access certain sites could vanish without any official ban. The subtle signs we're already seeing. You might be wondering, if this is real, how would we even notice? Well, some signs are already here. Slower access to certain websites. Users in some countries report that independent streaming services or file-sharing sites suddenly take much longer to load, even if they're legal. Search engine lockstep. Multiple search engines are returning almost identical AI summaries for queries, even when older results used to be wildly different. Social media algorithm shifts. Independent journalists have reported sudden drops in reach, while large corporate news sources see boosts. Popular tools have been removed from repositories with vague explanations about security risks. These are subtle changes, but they add up. If we don't notice them, or worse, if we get used to them, the open internet could vanish without a single law being passed. Why would governments agree to this? To some, the answer is simple: control. Governments worldwide have been struggling to regulate online misinformation, cybercrime, and extremist content. Partnering with big tech to filter and manage content might seem like a win-win. For them, it's not just about safety, it's about stability. By working with a few megacorporations, they can enforce policies more easily. But here's the problem. When you give a small group the power to decide what's safe or acceptable, you also give them the power to silence dissent, hide inconvenient truths, and shape public opinion in ways that are nearly invisible to the average person. What happens if the deal is real? If the shadow deal exists and succeeds, the internet of the future might look something like this. Only pre-approved content. Search results and feeds dominated by official, corporate-approved sources. No more dark corners. Independent blogs, small creators, and alternative platforms vanish into obscurity. AI gatekeeping. Every piece of online content filtered through a central AI before reaching you. Slower innovation. Open source projects and free software become rarer as funding and visibility dry up. And maybe the scariest part, it could all happen without most people realizing it. Because the changes would be gradual, and many might even welcome the cleaner, more organized internet without thinking about what was lost. How we can protect the open internet. It's not all doom and gloom. History has shown that the internet community is resilient. If we want to protect the open internet, here's what we can do. Support decentralized platforms. Platforms like Mastodon, PeerTube, or blockchain-based networks don't rely on corporate servers. Promote and fund open source projects. Even small donations keep independent developers going. Stay informed and speak up. If you notice restrictions or bias online, share it publicly. Use alternative tools. Switch up your search engines, browsers, and hosting providers to avoid relying on a single gatekeeper. The open internet is one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever created. It's given ordinary people the ability to share ideas, challenge power, and collaborate across the globe. If the shadow deal is just a conspiracy theory, then fine, no harm done in staying alert. But if it's real and we ignore the warning signs, we might wake up one day to find the internet we loved is gone. The scary thing about censorship in the modern age is that it rarely announces itself. It doesn't always come as a ban or a headline. Sometimes it's a slow fade into silence. The future of the internet isn't decided by a handful of CEOs or government officials. It's decided by all of us, by whether we demand transparency, fight for digital rights, and keep building spaces where everyone can be heard. If you value the freedom, creativity, and chaos of the open web, now is the time to care. Now is the time to act. If the open web dies quietly, in backroom deals and hidden code, we might not even notice the day it's gone. At first, everything will look normal. Google still works, social media still scrolls, AI still answers. But slowly, we'll realize the choices have narrowed. The doors are closing, and the freedom that made the internet revolutionary will be nothing more than nostalgia. The truth is, the fight for the open internet isn't a technical issue. It's a cultural one, a political one, and a human one. If we let this shadow deal go unchecked, we may one day look back and realize we traded the most powerful tool for collective freedom humanity ever built for convenience, speed, and control by the few. The question is, when that moment comes, will we remember that the internet was meant to be ours, or will it already be too late? If you found this video eye-opening, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the stories most media won't touch. And remember, the internet is only as free as we fight to keep it.